Sally Hofmann is thinking and praying about the Republican presidential race. I pray for the candidates, said Hofmann, a conservative Christian who has been watching the GOP candidates with an open mind for months. I think it is very important who will take office and how they will govern this country. Voting in the Iowa caucuses will take place on Jan. 15, when Republicans gather in districts across the state. But December is when many undecided voters will make their choices, fueling a sense of urgency in the campaigns of Donald Trump, Ron DeSantis, Nikki Haley and others who have just 40 days to present their cases. Hofmann, who voted for Trump twice and is considering Trump this fall, has decided on a new election. I am leaning towards DeSantis. I think he'll go that way, Hofmann said in an interview in the living room of his farmhouse outside Cedar Rapids. I appreciate what Trump did while he was in office. But I've been a little disappointed in Trump lately. It's an election season as autumn turns to winter here. It's political election season for Republicans, who are in the first stop of the party's presidential nomination process. It's an especially critical moment for DeSantis and Haley to show that the primary is still a real contest, not just a coronation for Trump. There is no doubt that Trump remains a unique driving force in the campaign. He returned Iowa on Tuesday, his second visit in 4 days, in a strategic effort to maintain his leadership and not allow former supporters like Hofmann leave. But fatigue among party supporters with former president, once barely talked about, now comes freely to life in conversations with Republicans like Roger Dvorak, who erected the Haley campaign sign on front lawn of his home in Cedar Rapids. I'd like to see her get the nomination. She's a woman of empathy, Dvorak said of the former South Carolina governor, whom he saw twice during campaign stops in eastern Iowa. When asked her a question, she listens and will give you an honest answer whether like the answer or not. It gives. But Dvorak's decision to support Haley also reflects his concerns about Trump and the ongoing criminal cases against him. He believes this would be a distraction the country could not afford. I don't think he can be effective as the leader of the country. Video ad feedback. Republican voters were asked about their preferences for the 2024 election. Listen to their answers. 0312 Source CNN. To raise morale of the underdog or to degrade leader. The question is how many Iowa Republicans tend to go against the grain of their Trump-controlled party when making their final decisions. Caucuses have traditionally served as a way to narrow a crowded field rather than choosing the candidate to run for office. Many caucus attendees take pride in elevating the underdogs or humbling the frontbenchers. There have been few reliable polls in recent weeks, and one Republican strategist told CNN it was akin to flying blin.